Thieves, if you've ever felt your life quietly shift, like crossing an invisible line you didn't know was there, then maybe you'll understand. Some stories feel heavier when carried alone, and lighter when someone else hears them and simply understands. My name's Diane, I'm 52. That afternoon was supposed to be ordinary, a routine day picking up my son. Motherhood has a way of unraveling ordinary without warning. I should have known that by now. The parking lot outside the counseling center felt too open, too bright. My thoughts grew louder than I liked. When Ethan walked out, something was different. A quiet pause in his expression, holding on to something. He got into the passenger seat more carefully, closing the doors softly. I glanced at him. I asked how it went. He said, "Fine," that familiar word. I didn't push, just started the car. I turned down the radio, wanting to hear him. He noticed and smiled faintly, but not fully. As we drove, trees cast shifting patterns of light across the windshield, peaceful yet deceptive. Then he said, "Mum," in that tone that carries more weight than the word itself. I felt an instinctive drop. He asked if he could say something without me getting upset. I tried to keep it light, but tension built. At a red light, I saw my reflection. Fine lines, a permanent crease, always preparing, bracing. When the light turned green, he asked if I ever felt lonely. It hit me harder than expected. I answered carefully, generalizing, deflecting. But he didn't let it stay general. Who? He asked about me specifically. I admitted I was used to being the one who takes care of everything. As the words left my mouth, I realized how deeply true they were, settled in me over the years. The highway stretched out, cars moving side by side without connecting. The conversation deepened. Things told me he'd been listening to old voice messages, those late-night calls from college. Messages where I tried to sound cheerful, hiding how much I missed him. It stirred vulnerability. Those messages came from a version of me trying to be strong, to be enough, without asking for anything. Hearing, he listened, not just to the words, but what was underneath, made me feel seen. He could hear the loneliness in my voice back then. It made me feel understood, a different vulnerability. The conversation unfolded in layers, revealing things neither of us had fully acknowledged before. Oh, how he saw me as someone who didn't need anyone, always strong. How that shaped him. It made him afraid of his own vulnerability, afraid of needing too much. We protect our children. By the time we turned off the highway, the air between us felt different, heavier but clearer. When we pulled into the driveway, sitting in the fading light, I knew something had shifted. Inside, the familiar quiet greeted us, but it didn't feel the same. We made tea. We were no longer just playing roles, but meeting as two people trying to understand each other. Things said he didn't want us to go back to skimming the surface. It meant letting go of comfort. He shared how his therapist asked if he felt responsible for my emotions. Children carry things, and I apologized. He stopped me, asking for permission to be close without boundary fears. That requests carried depth, redefining closeness, allowing emotional honesty without fear. Later, looking through old photo albums, I saw myself in a way I hadn't in years. Glimpses of who I had been before, life narrowed my focus to survival and responsibility. Hearing him say I'd slowly made myself smaller was difficult, but not untrue. A quiet limitation. He suggested I consider opening my life again, even meeting someone for coffee. My first reaction was resistance. But underneath, a small, tentative sense of possibility. What would it mean to actually want something again? 2. That thought stayed with me long after the house grew quiet. I didn't push that feeling away. I let it exist. Sometimes the most meaningful changes come from quiet conversations. From moments where honesty replaces habit, and two people find the courage to see each other clearly.